Hello everyone. This week I'm probably going to do 3 card readings, and I'm going to try again self-improvement. I'm trying to get better about reading a little bit shorter. I appreciate the new subscribers and the likes, the comments. Keep them coming. I can't tell you how much I do appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. I love doing this for all of you. So this week, we're starting with this particular reading. I've pulled 3 tarot. This is from a new tarot deck, the This Might Hurt tarot deck, and I've picked up a few new decks actually. And then I have a oracle card here. This is from the Naughty Oracle, so it's kind of humorous and it's hoping to put a smile on your face. But this week, today we're going to look at desire and obstacle resolution. So what is it that, those of you tuning in, what is it that you desire? So if you're drawn to the title of this video, then I think you know why you're here. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. The 4 of Cups is our first card. This is your desire. Someone's trying to hand them like a hot cup of tea or coffee, and this person is ignoring it. Like, you know, they're sitting against this tree. They almost look like they're sitting at this edge of a cliff, like looking over, trying to get in tune with nature, trying to connect with the earth, trying to find meditation, peace. I feel like you're disconnected. The 4 of Cups is basically a disconnection. It's a meh, a boredom, a blah, a rejection, whatever you want to call it. But in this case, in this particular card, the 4 of Cups is you being disconnected from your spiritual self, from nature. I'm not saying like you're always disconnected or anything like that. I'm just like lately, you know, we're trying to look at this is you're disconnected, and this is telling me that you're disconnected, and your desire is to find that connection again, that peace, that meditation. You're trying to reconnect to your spiritual self. But you're having a hard time doing that. So we're going to look at why. So now that we know that you're disconnected and trying to reconnect here with the desire card being the 4 of Cups, your obstacle card is the Knight of Wands. This makes a lot of sense. I mean, look at them. The Knight of Wands is like vroom, vroom. They're going. They're on a fast motorcycle, and look, like the leaves are blowing off. Like you're not finding your creativity. You're kind of losing it. You know why? Because the Knight of Wands is someone, have you heard the term fools rush in? You're rushing in. You're rushing around like a chicken with your head cut off. It's like you're like trying to be the Energizer Buddy, but you're getting depleted and you're losing track of the spirituality, of the connection to nature. And you're just going. And you feel like, when am I going to get the chance to stop and do something else? You know, it seems like you're probably a workaholic, or you're having to work long hours. Maybe there's a project at work or something like that. Maybe you're kind of stuck in a living situation where you have living with too many roommates, or you're having to live with family because you're trying to get back on your feet. Maybe this happened after a breakup or a job loss, like, you know, or something like in my case, I had these things happen and I live with family. You know, my desire is to reconnect. You know, I want to be fully my spiritual self. I wish to have my own house, you know, where I can have my sacred space. That is something I really, really strongly desire, but I'm not personally, you know, not there yet. And I'm working towards that goal. I'm identifying my obstacles and trying to overcome them now. So I'm offering you the same reading here. What I see in the cards for you is, if you want to reconnect, you know, first you need to become aware. Be aware of the obstacle. And the obstacle is you're doing too much. You're running around like crazy trying to get everything done. It's like I feel like you're putting yourself last, and you're not taking time to stop, to breathe, to smell the roses, to look around. Like, when was the last time you stopped to look up at the sky? When was the last time you stopped and saw something colorful in the yard and you're like, oh, these are beautiful moonflowers, or maybe they're roses or something, and you just haven't even noticed, like, spring is starting to pop up a little early here. We could still have another cold snap, who knows? But like, you're just going so much that you're about to catch on fire. It's time to re-enter orbit here. And you've got to slow down. So that obstacle, you've got to slow down. You're doing too much. You're going too fast. You're rushing around. And it seems like you just, no matter how much time in the day there is for you, you can get up at the crack of dawn and you can collapse into bed at night and still won't have everything done. Or at least it feels that way. It's time to get your priorities straight. Your job is important, but you need a good work-life balance. And so it's going to be important that you take that time. And you may not be sleeping well. You may, be tossing and turning and having trouble. If you're like me, you're a night owl. Some people are morning people, but no matter what you are, you're struggling to get enough sleep. You're struggling to eat properly and to, chop up your day with so many different things. You got to work and you got to run errands and you got to go shopping and you got to cook and you got to shower and there's all these things you want to do. And maybe you just want to sit. I'm giving you permission to be a couch potato, okay? Not that you need my permission, but sometimes I feel like, society tells us that we've got to go, go, go until we drop dead. And we don't. You don't have to do that. Please don't. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. It makes Julie frustrated too. So, we don't want to do that. It's very important. Work is important. And, managing your household is important. Yeah, you got to work. You got to pay bills. You got to clean your house. And you've got to do the basics to take care of yourself. You got to go shopping. And, you're going to want to cook yourself a meal. And you're going to want to shower and make sure you get plenty of sleep at night. The thing is, prioritize. The third card is the King of Wands. And so the King of Wands, again, we have more wands here. The King of Wands, I've heard it referred to as like the King of Wands gets what they want, have it their way, kind of like Burger King. I've heard this from other tarot readers and I think it's hilarious and I love it. The Burger King card. And this is a Burger Queen, but it doesn't matter actually. You could be this is gender fluid, so man or woman, however you identify. Hey, I accept you as you are. So however it is that you are, this is your life. And the difference in these two cards is this is your obstacle, this is your resolution. So, your obstacle is that you're going, and this person appears to be going at high speed. It's time to stop. Your resolution is to get back in touch with nature, exactly what you're desiring. So the resolution, if you're having trouble, the weather is getting a little bit nicer, although sometimes it can be like a false start for spring and then suddenly it's cold again. But I don't know if any of you are very outdoorsy. I like to be outdoorsy, but I don't get the chance to go like rough it, It's been a long time since I've gone camping. But you see she's sitting here on a boulder and there's a fire going, kind of feels like she's in the desert. You don't have to go there, but if you plan something, you need to plan a little vacation. Even if it's a staycation, that is fine. Just pretend that you got a fire in the fireplace if you want, if it's cold. And you could just be flopped on the couch watching movies. Like, binge watch that show. I don't care if it's Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. Binge watch it. If you get the chance to take some time off, watch whatever TV show you want. Binge watch a whole show, all the seasons. And eat what you want, junk food it out if you insist. Have that soda, I don't care. But it's time to enjoy things, Now, you don't have to go hog wild if you don't want to. You can cook yourself a healthy and balanced meal. But you know what, if you want to have that piece of cake, by all means. I'm about to go have a piece of banana cream pie. I want that. So, I needed to do something with those bananas. If you like to cook, cook. If you like to watch TV, if you want to do an art project, you need to get back to nature. And one of the things that's really good, if you can't sleep and you're just having trouble, is to get away from home. That's where you take that vacation. Because sometimes it seems like we sleep better on vacation and we end up waking up early. It kind of resets our circadian rhythm. I know that camping will, but you need to do it for at least 2 days. So if you were to leave on a Friday and spend a Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday and kind of get back in that habit, I think that could totally reset your system and you'd be ready to take on the world again, even if it's just a quick little weekend getaway. And she's sitting here. Now, you don't have to be alone like she is, but the picture is broader than that, so there could be other people there. You could have a whole group of friends go out, a family, if you want to, or could be you and, a significant other. Maybe you guys just want to go have some alone time and get away from the city. That's fine. If it's a staycation, you can do all that at home too. Have a party. Like, have a game night, and, you could sit there and play poker, or you can play board games, and you could bring up a bunch of, finger foods and fingers like snacks and things. You got chips, and you could pull out the sodas or make mixed drinks, and then everybody could be sitting around playing board games, or you could, play dominoes, something, and just talking, socializing, having fun. Laughter is the best medicine too, so let's not forget that. It's one thing to take a vacation, but you need something to kind of just to get out of your head a little bit. You need a distraction. Sometimes there is a positive thing about being a little bit of a couch potato because we need to slow down. If you don't slow down, sometimes the universe is going to slow you down. Whether you end up twisting your ankle and you're like, ow, and then you can't go walking and you can't run around, or you have to be off your feet. Doctor says you need to ice it and keep it elevated for a couple of days. Well, there's a weekend right there, or, extra time off. So take off that Thursday, Friday, make it a long weekend and just reset yourself. That's going to be very, very important. You desire to reconnect. So if you want to reconnect and you want to go camping, or if you want to go out and hike or look at something scenic, find that beautiful place of serenity where you can meditate. And if you want that hot tea, have the hot tea. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, get back to it, and become aware that this is an obstacle for you, that if you start doing too much, it's time to reset and recharge. And that's all what the King of Wands is about here. This person is sitting here recharging. They're just sitting. And it's a great thing. Like, if you want to meditate, or you can work on art, you can think, you can talk to yourself or others, whatever you want to do. Whatever makes you happy and whatever helps you relax. Only you know what helps you relax. So try to do that. And if it's a matter of like, I can't get away from the city, maybe you take that staycation, you call in and have a massage, like get an appointment for a massage, or like a whole spa day, and treat yourself. You maybe go shopping or do something where, you know what, man, this shirt's got a hole in it. I need to go buy a new blouse for work, and maybe I want a new blazer, maybe I want a skirt, or, ooh, maybe I should buy a dress for this party coming up, or, whatever it is, just go do it. Treat yourself to a movie. I mean, we don't have to wait. We don't have to have anybody with us. Like, I mean, I'll go eat by myself, or, watch a movie by myself. I've done it before. It's not a big deal. I don't know what the big deal is if people, don't feel sorry for me. Like, feel sorry for yourself. I'm treating myself. This is my self-love day, self-care day. I'm dating myself at the moment. So what's wrong with that? I'm doing what's best for my mind, my body, my soul, my spirituality. It's good for my mental health. So go for it. So that's your desire, your obstacle, your resolution right there. And your oracle card, I love this. It's number 13. It says dragon load of dense shit. I love this card. And it says it's time for an energy clearing. I love it. So that's kind of just confirming. We're just going to use this as a clarifier. And the oracle card is saying it's time for an energy clearing. This is what you need, because right now you're going, and everything is chaotic and cluttered, and, cluttered house, cluttered mind. If you need to clean, if you need to rest, if you need to do whatever is going to clear your mind and get you back to this Zen place that you desire to be, this is how you reset yourself. You're going to have to take the time to reset yourself, and you're going to feel like this again. You'll be back to being connected the way you want to be. And I love how 13, what is 13? I forgot. 13 is kind of like death in the major arcana, but if you want to look at it as 13 itself, as the death card. That's more transformative. So that's, in a way, that can be about clearing things out of your life that are not serving you anymore, you know, cleaning up. You feel refreshed and you feel accomplished when you get stuff done. So if you take a staycation and you clean your whole house and then you spend the rest of that time just relaxing, you got a candle lit, it smells good, you're cooking for yourself, and maybe you're binge watching some movies and just catching up on things that you really want to do. Maybe you want to read a book next to the fire when it's cold outside, or if it's warm, maybe you want to get outside. Maybe you want to get outside and just sit. Go smell the roses. Go outside and feel the breeze in your hair. You know, feel the warmth of the sun and the blueness. See the blueness of the sky. Hear the birds chirping. All of this is just, it's kind of inviting your senses to reset. And it kind of just awakens you. Ooh, I'm getting a ringing in my ear with that one. I think Spirit agrees with me when I say that. So definitely need to enter, because you are bogged down. This dragon is bogged down in the feces. And it's starting to get smelly out there. That makes sense. You know, you're running around in this card, and then you're bogged down. So it's good to get that energy clearing. If you want to take that 13 and reduce to 4, well, 4 goes back to the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups of being disconnected, but also if you reset, well, if you go back to 4 in the Major Arcana, 4 is the Emperor. That's taking charge of your life. That's prioritizing. Prioritize yourself, your mental and physical health, and that's going to help you kind of get everything back aligned the way it's supposed to be. So then you're refreshed, you go back to work or whatever you're doing, you can take it all on, because we know you can. You're a rock star. You're going to get it done. I love it. For some reason with the 4, I just got to mention this because it's still stuck in my head. But I keep thinking of the 4 of Wands for some reason, which when I think of the 4 of Wands, I mean, that is, it's just kind of a celebratory card. But for me, it's stability. And if you feel like you're going, you know, this is getting you back to stable ground. You're finding that peace, calmness, stillness, stability within yourself. And you're finding yourself grounded, and that's what you need. So ground yourself, you know, check yourself before you wreck yourself, whatever you want to call it. I hope this was helpful. Thank you, guys.